So I want to tell you all a little story, something that I shared with my applicants this week about my own bar journey during the February 2010 bar exam when I took the bar exam. And I did not take the exam in July after graduation. I postponed till February because I had a newborn and I also had a C-section, which was super painful. So I was having a hard time sitting and studying a lot. If any of my mamas out there have had one, you know what I'm talking about. And so I knew that a 2-month program was not going to be enough for me. So I elongated my preparation, which now mimics my current early bar prep that we host, which is super popular and very important for a lot of different types of applicants. And so I completely studied nonstop for 6 months. I was relentless. I would study at the Loyola Law Library. I was focused. Of course, I had a lot of mom guilt. I remember leaving my now almost 17-year-old, my son, my eldest, and feeling extreme guilt, but I knew I had to block it out. This was a journey, and I was doing it not only for myself, but I was on a mission to do it for our family and, of course, for my future and my career. So when I went into the exam, I felt highly prepared, and I thought that there was nothing that could stop me in my tracks. I thought I knew it all. I had studied so hard. I got to SA1 and it was contracts, and I blew it out of the water. And then when I got to SA2, it was one of the first times the California State Bar had tested agency partnership. And I really didn't think that was going to come up on my bar. I did study for it, but I wasn't that ready. And it was a full agency and partnership essay. And I will tell you, for sure, I bombed that essay. There's no doubt in my mind that I did not pass that essay. And I went on to SA3 and it was trusts. And then I actually came back to SA2. And during my lunch break, I wanted to leave the bar. Legit, I was ready to walk out. I'm a major perfectionist in some regard. And if something doesn't go my way or it's not smooth sailing across the board, I just wanted to give up. And I remember calling my dad, who's a lawyer, and him saying, like, Shauna, get it together. Go in there and just get all your points that you missed on that essay from the performance test. Now, at that time, we had a 3-day bar, so I had 2 performance tests, and I listened to him, and despite really wanting to quit, I went in and I definitely did very well in the performance test. So what is my point? My point is, in this halfway mark that I've been talking about on this page all week and to my applicants, this is really the make it or break it time. It's the time that you start training your mind that despite whatever will come up in that exam, you will persevere, you will fight for it, you will be relentless and resilient, and you will never ever quit or give up. Lawyers don't give up for their clients, right? We fight till the end, especially litigators like myself. We know what we're doing and we are passionate about it. You have to be passionate about this process. If you are just going through the motions and being robotic, that will come up in the test. So I want you to start training your mind as we're heading into July, if you're taking July 2025, to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And this process is always going to feel this way. You can study for a year or 2, and the month before the exam and the exam itself is going to feel heavy. So my pre-weekend message to you is start training your brain right now to be uncomfortable, to expect that maybe you will be exposed to something unknown, but you can, and back to my story, I for sure bombed that essay. That essay 2 still haunts me till this day. I assign it to my applicants, and I don't even want to look at it, to be honest, but I did pass the bar on my first time. So that goes to show you can miss points. I definitely was not super strong on the multiple choice, but I did my best and I passed the bar. And that bar, I believe, only had about a 20-something% passage rate. So you definitely can get this done. Start having a strong mindset going into next week as we're headed into July. The bar is soon, but you still have a lot of time to get this done. So take deep breaths, make sure you're exercising and eating clean and healthy, getting good sleep. You are getting ready for your marathon, whether it's 1 day or 2 day, and you're going to be okay. Keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting, and I'm rooting for all of you. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. Ciao.